welcome. Sorry for the delay. There is some technical problem. I am not master of this technical thing, so some problem I have to face. Hope next time it will not be so. Today we are going to discuss friction. Remember, it's a class. It's not just solving a problem quickly. So try to understand what is friction. Let us assume that in your room there is a heavy almirah or a heavy table. If you are forcing to pushing it away, you can't able to push it. Suppose it is very heavy, you can't able to push it. Though you are pushing, it is not moving. Now, try to think based on Newton's first law, how will you explain that it is not moving? Only one force is acting, so it is supposed to move, but it is not moving. Then what we are saying, that there should be an equal and opposite force acting in the opposite direction, such that that is neutralizing your force. From where that force is coming, let us assume we are not knowing, but some force is there. If Newton's first law is true, that only one external force is acting, then it is bound to happen that there is another force which is neutralizing it, otherwise it cannot remain static. Now, if we are trying to push with more force, it will observe that still it is not moving. That means that opposite force which is balancing it is also increasing its magnitude. If you are decreasing magnitude, the opposite force will also decrease magnitude. Who is applying this force, from where it is coming, we are not knowing. So, we can say that force is a frictional force. And frictional force is a self-adjusting force. It is adjusting on its own. As you can adjust your force equally, that frictional force is also adjusting. So frictional force is a self-adjusting force. This force, so that the body is not moving, we are saying it is in static friction. The frictional force is called static friction. Actually, what is happening when two bodies are coming in contact? Their surfaces, the molecules in their surfaces are coming closer to one another, and they are exerting force. These two forces are the cause of frictional force. Now, if we are going on increasing the force, then frictional force is also going on increasing, and it is self-adjusting force and it is not moving. So if we are going on increasing our force, increasing and increasing and increasing in this way, then can frictional force also go on adjusting in the same manner? Yes, it can adjust, but up to a certain extent. Beyond a certain extent, it cannot move further. So it cannot increase further. That is called the limiting value of frictional force, or we are saying limiting friction. When the body is sliding, if you are applying force, if the body is sliding, then that force is called sliding friction. One is called static friction, another is called sliding friction. When it is sliding, then you are applying force, then also that frictional force is there. That force is known as sliding friction. Now, we have to know there are certain laws regarding called laws of limiting friction. First thing is, if we are saying frictional force as F is proportional to normal reaction. What is normal reaction. When a body is placed on a surface, a body, let us assume this is a body is placed on this surface. As this body is placed on this surface, so the body is, the surface is applying a force perpendicular to the surface is known as normal reaction. Action is the body is applying force on the surface, that we can say action, and its reaction, the surface is exerting a force perpendicular to the surface on the body is known as normal reaction. So the frictional force is proportional to normal reaction. If it is a, so we can say frictional force equals to mu n. Mu is known as coefficient of friction. Mu is known as coefficient of friction, or mu equals to a by n. This mu is known as coefficient of friction. The value of mu depends upon that the two bodies which are in contact, and it depends upon their surfaces. It depends upon their smoothness or roughness of surfaces. This force of friction, this force of friction is tangential to the surface. The force of friction is acting tangential to the surface. And what is the direction of friction? Direction of friction, remember that if A, the kinetic friction of a body A sliding against another body B is opposite to the velocity of A with respect to B. If a body A sliding against another body B, then the direction of frictional force is opposite to the velocity of A with respect to B. Remember, there is generally a misunderstanding, a misconception. We can say, better to say a wrong conception, that frictional force is always acting against the motion. It's not correct. Sometimes frictional force may be responsible for the motion. Frictional force is not always against the motion. It may be responsible for the motion. As I discussed, how to know that direction of friction. Sometimes as a bus or a car or a vehicle is accelerating, this acceleration is caused because of frictional force between the road and the tire. This body can accelerate. If it is a smooth surface, there is no friction, then the body or the vehicle cannot move. So remember, in general, though in general frictional force is acting against the direction of motion, but we will not say. We will say it may against the direction of motion, it may in favor of the direction of motion. As I said, if a body A is sliding against a body B, then the direction of frictional force is velocity of A with respect to B. So, what is angle of friction? Let us assume that here is a surface, here is a body. So this will be the, let us assume this is the direction of normal reaction. This is the direction of normal reaction. And let us assume that frictional force, that this is the direction of frictional force. It may be in this direction, it may be in this direction. Actually, frictional force is also a reaction force. Normal reaction is also a reaction force. Actually, reaction force of the plane on another plane, we are getting it to mutually perpendicular component. One component is known as normal reaction, other is friction. So there may be a resultant of this. This will be the resultant of these two reactions. This is known as resultant reaction. It is making an angle theta. Okay? If it is, remember this one, if the resultant reaction makes an angle theta with normal reaction, then this is F, this is N tan theta. What we are getting? Tan theta equals to F by N. Previously we said mu equals to F by N. So from here what we are getting? Mu equals to tan theta. This theta is known as angle of friction. This theta is known as angle of friction and mu is equals to tan theta. Now, I hope this thing is clear. We can proceed to another example. In this situation, this is an inclined plane. It is making some angle with the horizontal. If we are keeping a body here, the body is not moving. If we are going on increasing the angle, at a certain angle, the body tends to move. That angle is known as angle of repose. So angle of repose is that angle in which the inclined plane is kept such that the body starts moving on its own. I will show you this one vertically. Suppose this is our horizontal and let us assume when the body is kept in this angle, when the body is kept this angle, let it be 5. Then it is starts moving on its own. Think in this way. Here a force mg is acting on it. Mg is acting always vertically downward. Now we can draw a perpendicular from here. This is perpendicular to the surface. So normal reaction will act in this direction. And if this angle is 5, this is 90 degree. So it is 90 minus 5. So it will be again 5. Okay. So in this direction, component of mg in this direction will be mg cos phi, and component of mg in this direction it will be mg sin phi. You are knowing that component of vector in two directions, it will be mg cos phi and mg sin phi. Let us assume that frictional force is acting, the body tends to move downward and the frictional force is acting upward. There will be tendency of the body to move downward. So the this is body A with respect to B, its velocity is towards this direction. The direction of frictional force is opposite to that one and acting tangentially. So what we can say from this figure, that since in this direction there is no motion, that means these two forces are neutralizing each other. N equals to mg cos theta and F equals to mg sin theta. Okay, so we can say that this one f by n. What will be f by n? Equals to mg sin theta by mg cos theta. So it will be tan theta. And see here in this case, f by n equals to, sorry, these are not theta, these are phi. Mg cos phi, mg sin phi, this is also previously we have read, and f by n is mu, so you can say mu equals to tan phi. Previously we got mu equals to tan theta. That means tan theta equals to tan phi or theta equals to phi. From here we can say theta is angle of friction. Previously I said angle of friction is the angle between resultant reaction and normal reaction. And phi is that angle in which if we are keeping a body, and phi is that angle with the horizontal in which we are keeping a body, the body tends to move on its own without any outside force. Then this is called angle of repose. So from here we can say angle of friction equals to angle of repose. Now, there is two friction we have discussed. One is called static friction, another is called sliding friction. Now there may be a third case, that is called, third case is rolling friction. As you are observing, this type of when something is rolling. When this one is moving, this one is moving, this is called friction is there. This friction is called rolling friction. What you have to remember that rolling friction is less than sliding friction and sliding friction is less than static friction. Static friction is maximum, sliding friction is comparatively less, rolling friction is also further less. Now, due to this friction, whatever work we are doing, most of the work is due to friction. We are moving one object from one place to another place. For that, we have to spend energy, we have to do work, and what for against whom we are doing work? Against the frictional force. So, frictional force is responsible for spending all our energy, or most of the energy we are spending is to overcome frictional force. That's why we are saying frictional force is bad, it's an evil. Okay, but think it, if friction is not there, if friction is not there, you are riding a cycle, you cannot stop it. Brake will not function. You are riding a car. Car cannot stop. Brake will not function. I am holding this pen. This pen I cannot hold. It will slip. If we are eating something, we are taking from here to our mouth. We cannot take it. It will slip. So, if you are sitting on a chair, you cannot sit. It will slip. Okay? We are sitting, sleeping on the bed, we may fall down. There will be friction is not there. Whatever we are doing, we are riding, we cannot ride, we can ride because of friction. So whatever works we are doing, everything will be the situation that we cannot do anything. So friction is necessary. That's why, remember this question is coming in exam. Why? That's why we are saying friction is unnecessary evil. It's necessary, it is evil. ये जरूरी है और ये खराब भी है. ये ऐसा खराब है जिसका होना जरूरी है. So that's why it is called unnecessary evil. Now I will show the one important thing. See this one once again carefully. Because in all friction sums, all friction questions, whatever we have to face, we have to draw. According to question, we have to draw figure and explain. Suppose, think this one. This is again an inclined plane. An object is here. So as let us assume this angle is theta. Just randomly taking theta. mg, as you are knowing, mg is always acting vertically downward. So this is mg. This is perpendicular to the plane. Hence, in this direction, normal reaction is there. Remember, normal reaction is always perpendicular to the plane. Normal means perpendicular. Perpendicular to the plane. And mg is perpendicular to horizontal. mg is perpendicular to horizontal and n is perpendicular to the plane. So if this is theta, this angle is also theta. So here it becomes mg cos theta, and in this direction there will be mg sin theta. Let us assume you are applying a force in this direction. You are applying a force in this direction. As we have seen, some cars, people are forcing on an inclined road. You have seen it, that someone is pushing to move it upward. Now there are two situations. In this situation, let us assume the body is moving upward. Moving upward. When it is moving upward, then frictional force will act in this direction. When it is moving upward, frictional force will act in this direction. Okay? Since it is moving upward, that means this force is greater. So we can say this is F, this direction, this mg sin theta is acting, F is also acting. Minus mg sin theta plus F equals to, this is the resultant force. This resultant force will bring acceleration. This is equals to ma. F is upward, mg sin theta and F. Both of these are downward. Since the body is moving upward, so the resultant force is the difference of the two. Or we can say F is F minus mg sin theta plus what is F? F we are knowing, F equals to mu n. Here n equals to n in this direction there is no motion, so n equals to mg cos theta. So equals to mu mg cos theta. So what we can write? Plus mu mg cos theta. This one equals to ma. From here, whatever is not, something will be beginning. All the sums we have to do this thing. Based on this, we have to find whatever is unknown in this equation, that one you have to find. Okay? Remember here, if everything is supplied, only one thing will be missing. That one we have to calculate. Here we have assumed the body is moving upward. Now, if we are assuming the body is moving downward, if the body is moving downwards, then what will happen? Then frictional force will not act in this direction. Then frictional force will act in this direction. Then we will say, since it is moving downward, then what will come in? Mg sin theta minus F and F. These two are acting in the same direction. So F plus frictional force is mu mg cos theta. Mu mg cos theta. That one equals to Ma. This is the thing. When it is moving upward, then F is greater. When it is moving downward, mg sin theta is greater. And see carefully, accordingly the direction of frictional force is changing. Let us assume that the body is just tends to move, neither upward nor downward. If the body tends to move, just neither upward nor downward. Tends to move means, let us assume it is tends to move downward. Then what we will say? If it tends to move downward, then we will say F plus F equals to mg sin theta. F plus F equals to mg sin theta. Then these two will be equal. And small f as we have done, so F plus mu mg cos theta equals to mg sin theta. So these are the main things in every sum. Remember in friction, don't try to remember all formula. According to situation, you have to draw a figure, draw always mg. Mg is vertically downward and normal reaction is perpendicular to the plane. So we'll divide mg in two components. One is perpendicular to plane, another is parallel to plane. Mg cos theta and mg sin theta. Then we will find the direction of friction according to the direction of motion, and then we can do these sums in this way. For all sums, you have to draw this figure. Don't try to remember formulas. Try to understand how it is coming. In every sum, you have to bring out your own formula according to the given situation. Remember, so friction is a problem. To resolve, how to reduce the problem. For reducing problem, we are using something to reduce the friction between two surfaces, to reduce the irregularity of the two surfaces. What we are using in between, that is called lubricant. It may be oil, in carom board, you are using powder, different things may be used. Those are called lubricants, which is reducing friction. So in this way, we can say that this is the general understanding about friction, and that we can able to explain. I hope you can do able to do sums. Friction, this theory is small as I have already explained, and sums you have to do based on these things, this type of derivations. Okay, thank you. Hope I can able to communicate what is friction. Thank you.